Good morning, everybody. I'm here today because last week I watched City Hall's council chamber be full for 2 days of people talking about Porter. But nobody was asking the right questions. People were talking about the environment, noise, pollution, traffic, which are all very important issues. But what I watched was a symptom of Toronto's political process being broken, which is private interests and the interests of the few and the very wealthy trumping the interests of the public good. Now, I appreciate at this point I'm not a big-name candidate, but the big-name candidates, and you all saw certain troubles with their performance at the debates last week, nobody is asking the right questions about the Porter expansion. Nobody is asking the questions that all of us should be asking, which are, does Mr. Deleuze stand to gain hundreds of million dollars from taking Porter public? Is that the end game? When all of you look at the load factors of Porter and whether those planes are full or not, and whether that's a viable business going to Thunder Bay, Sudbury, and Ottawa, one must ask, where is the demand for everybody who wants to go to Miami, Vancouver, and LA? We also have our taxpayer, which we always use the word taxpayer, paying hundreds of millions of dollars for a Union Pearson rail link. What is the utility of a system of jets at the Island Airport on one of our most precious resources when the Union Pearson link will have you at Pearson in 20 minutes? You also have employees last week sitting like deer in the headlights in front of the council chamber. Those seem to be the only people in favor of the Porter expansion. Is any of the, or are any of the candidates going to ask whether those employees stand to gain from an IPO about Porter? Now, this seems to be one of the worst kept secrets at City Hall. The other candidates know it. John Tory knows it, Rob Ford knows it, so why are these two people who theoretically are out to help taxpayers and lead this city not asking the questions about one of our most precious public resources? We have done just fine as a city without jets going in and out of the airport, and we are really seeing an example of a broken political process now where the average person doesn't have a voice, where the corporate interest and a private company who doesn't have to reveal anything about themselves, and that's fine. But the people of Toronto deserve better, and I'm here to stand up for the people of Toronto.